Sean Diddy Combs was ordered to pay $100 million in sexual assault case after failing to appear in court. Like, bro, Diddy was like, I ain't even gonna go over there, man. A Michigan judge ordered rapper Sean Diddy Combs to pay $100 million Monday after he was accused of drugging and sexually assaulting a man in 1997. The Lanois County judge ordered Combs to pay the amount after he failed to appear in court. Michigan court records indicate he was due to appear on Monday for a motion hearing. The money was awarded to Derek Lee Cardello Smith, 51, who is currently incarcerated. CBS Detroit obtained the court documents showing Cardello Smith claimed the incident occurred while he was bartending at a Detroit area restaurant. Combs then invited Cardello Smith to an after party. Hey, listen, man, you know it goes down at them Diddy's after parties. Like, the party be lit, but the after party be lit. Perfect. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, listen, that's what they said. You know what I mean? So supposedly Cardello claims Combs handed him a glass of alcohol, which he drank and then fell unconscious. In the document, Cardello Smith claimed he woke up and saw Combs having sex with a woman. Hey, man, listen, it's lit. Imagine you going to sleep and you wake up and you Diddy slapping cheeks. Come on, man. Perfect. That's porn in 4K, right? You know what I'm saying? 4K. Now, Combs then told Cardello Smith, I did this to you. Nah. Yo. Imagine waking up and seeing Diddy clapping some cheeks. And then he looks over at you. He said, I just did the same thing to you. Damn. Cardello Smith is currently incarcerated for convictions of criminal sexual conduct and kidnapping. Like, this guy's not the best guy in the world, right? CBS Detroit reported Combs' attorney denied his client ever having known Cardello. Now, this is why his legal team probably was like, bro, we're not even gonna go give any attention. This guy's locked up. Supposedly, the dude didn't even have a lawyer. Like, the man was like, he became a lawyer. Supposedly, this dude is smart as hell. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we could look it up. This dude Cardello was talking in court, and he sounds like he's a lawyer. Like, he was talking to the judge. Bro, I was watching this shit. I was like, nah, my man sounds way too smart to be locked up. I ain't gonna lie. Check him out. Watch.
MDOC number 267009 versus Sean Puff Daddy Combs, also known
This is the man Cardello right here.
As Sean P. Diddy, also known as Diddy. Bad Boy Records label owner, founder, also known as Puff P. Daddy, Bad Boy, Diddy Run the City, Sean Combs, also known as Sean Puffy Combs. And this is file number 24 dash.
Hold on, I don't want to get lost in the sauce too. Remember, we're watching the front of the court right now. I do want to hear what happens. So hold on, give me a second, because I'm trying to have everything on the screen here. Hold up, I got too many windows open. Yeah, because I'm trying to see. Okay, this is the video. All right, so this is outside the court right now. Yeah, we want to make sure that we see exactly what happens. We want to know if Diddy's gonna walk outside today.
7362NO. We'll grab your paperwork here real quick out of this other paperwork. We do have Mr. Cardello Smith appearing from the Michigan Department of Corrections. So I do see that we do have a proof of service on Mr. Combs, but for purposes of this hearing, you filed a motion for a temporary restraining order and or a preliminary injunction to stop all sales of the property and assets attached to or involved with said property.
My boy found out that Diddy was getting ready to sell his $100 million or whatever, $60 million house out in California, and he filed for a motion to stop that. Y'all can't sell that. I got to get my $100 million. If y'all do sell that, that money goes straight to me. This is crazy, bro. Diddy's really in shambles.
Based on the interest of plaintiff and plaintiff's connections to defendant's sexual assault of plaintiff Derek Lee Cardello Smith, requiring a preliminary injunction and or a temporary restraining order. We did set that for hearing today, and luckily the Brooks Correctional Facility was able to make you available. Actually, they had to drive someone up today on another case. So, sir, I have received your motion and a proposed order. Do you wish to argue the motion today, sir?
I think Diddy's about to walk out.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed then.
Okay, the purpose of it is based on two actions taken by Mr. Combs himself, directly with me here. We did a live one-on-one visit in our prison visiting room. There's two meetings within the past 2 weeks with Mr. Combs on one meeting, and then a financial advisor on the other meeting on Mr. Combs' behalf. And he stated that he would make me an offer to end the case and what happened to me because of other things that he stated he has going on in his life that require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off. And he made me a financial offer of $2.3 million.
Okay.
To allow what happened to me to go away. And he stated that he's going to be selling his property, and under the
So Diddy did offer this man $2 million. Interesting. I didn't know that. That even makes it worse.
Under the 2005 California Civil Code 2881-2885.
By the way, if you guys are just getting in here, we did go over all the charges brought up against Diddy. We're waiting for him to walk out of the court if he's going to walk out and get bail on this. And we're also watching this man, which given a default judgment for 100 million.
The creation of liens, which allows out-of-state justices and orders to cause a stop of any title transfer, property transfers in Los Angeles or any other place that he has property. He stated that he wouldn't be able to proceed with that sale. And he did it the day after I served him the suit. And he also said that he won't be filing an answer to the complaint. He said, you can find me in default or whatever. He has a better chance with default than he would with having a restraining order stopped. And I said, so you want to hide your money and stop from being quite possibly paid to me if I'm given the benefit of a judgment in my favor for what you've done to me. And he pretty much said, yeah. He says, you know how we get down. And I said, okay, well, I disagree with how you get down. Your sale shouldn't go through.
So I'm gonna hold on.
I'm sorry.
Cardello Smith. Okay. So you went in a different direction that I thought you were going into. I thought we were just going to focus. No.
We are.
You kind of went off on a different direction than what your actual motion was.
Yeah.
So what I just want to say is settlement negotiations.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
In this case, are probably better not. Yeah, they're not to be placed on the record today. Okay.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. You're not an attorney. I understand that. So if we can just backtrack and focus just on your motion.
I get what you want.
Okay, thank you.
The motion stems from Combs listing his Los Angeles mansion, the same home raided by the feds in March. According to Cardello Smith, he wanted to prevent the sale of the mansion because it would deprive him of any monetary judgment if the civil matter went to a jury trial.
If he's allowed to sell his property that he has in LA and the properties that are in his name being used and held by other people in Michigan, then it will cause me harm because I can be tied directly to those properties through loans and through other areas of
this dude is really trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like my man's, and it sounds like he knows what he's definitely educated himself. He's probably been reading behind bars and preparing himself for this because listen, man, it sounds like he knows exactly what he's talking about.
Investment that I did when I was out there and while in prison. Through money that I've sent.
Yo, listen, man. If Diddy's gonna get bail, he should be walking out anytime soon. We're waiting right now in front of the. This is live right now in front of the court in New York.
And if he's allowed to go through with any of the sales, I won't be able to recoup any of my monies or anything from him as a result of any possible judgment in this action. If he's allowed to proceed with it, and an injunction or a restraining order would help ensure that he's not manipulating and selling the property to avoid his responsibility in these matters here. That's what a temporary restraining order would do. It would prevent that from happening. Because it's a very serious matter. It involves a lot of money, and him selling this would help him avoid his liability for these actions done upon me. And I was just hoping that I'd be able to get the restraining order to prevent that. There won't be any harm to him, any of the parties.
You heard this man is really talking his ish.
If it's deemed that it's not justified, then he can go ahead and go through with the sale at the end of the case. But one has to be put in place to stop this from happening.
The judge then stepped off the bench for a few moments to review Cardello Smith's documents. When she returned, she granted the temporary restraining order.
Oh, shoot.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything else you wish to add?
First off, just thank you for giving
this man happy as hell. Look at his face, bro.
Me the hearing, and thank you for setting a pre-trial.
I mean, I don't know what you're gonna be doing with if you get 100 million and you're in jail.
On this matter. Thank you, Your Honor. There were some other filings that you should have gotten. I didn't know if that's one of the filings you could have been referring to.
So I received your complaint and all the attachments to it. And then I received this motion. And I just wanted to take a moment to review back through the U.S. District Civil Docket and your complaint. So I did do that. That's all. And
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Everything that you're looking at, they're all tied in together. Every part, as crazy as this seems, as outrageous as it seems, it all ties in. Every bit of it, every facet.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a proof of service showing that Mr. Combs was served on July 6th of 2000 and let me see, is that 24?
Yes, Your
Yep.
Honor.
Looks like it. 2024 return receipt requested was provided. So there is proper service. Mr. Combs has neither appeared nor responded to this request. So I'm going to grant your motion for a preliminary injunction temporary restraining order and order that the defendant and their agents are hereby enjoined temporarily for a period of 90 days from the sale, transfer, or exchange, trade, or transaction of title or deed to the property listed as the address and placed on the market by defendants for the amount of $70 million. And this property and estate belonging to or connected to defendant Sean Combs shall cease and desist any and all trades, transactions, or otherwise stop the process of any further actions on this property being continued. And this shall have an immediate effect. I'm going to date this August 7th of 2000.
This man happy as hell. Look at him, bro. Come on, man.
And 24. And I am going to sign this. And we are set for a pretrial date.
Wow, we got some
Monday,
people pulling up over
September-
here. Hold on. What's going on over here? What's going on? I think you should get some. We get Diddy pulling up at any moment here.
Of 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Is there
Your Honor?
anything else? Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Your Honor. First off, thank you very much, ma'am. The second thing is,
Of course, this man's happy as hell. Look
under
at his
the
face.
summons rules and the court rules of service, Mr. Combs, the defendant, had 28 days after he was served by mail, 21 if it's regular process service. His 28th day was the August 3rd, and there was no answer on the default. And I understand that I have to motion verbally or in writing, whichever one you prefer however you prefer, to have default judgment entered. And today is literally the 28, 9, 30, 31, 32nd day, I believe. And I'd like to either preserve the issue of default judgment or
Listen.
judgment in my favor.
He knows exactly what he's talking about, bro. He said, I want default judgment. This man, like, yo, this man he became a lawyer behind bars. This man could have put all this energy into really becoming a lawyer, bro.
32nd day. I
Look,
believe.
look. Listen to this.
Was the August 28 days. First off,
Trial date on Monday, September
Watch.
9th of
Listen closely.
2024 at 2:30 p.m. Is there
Your Honor?
anything else? Yes, sir.
yes, thank you so much, Your Honor. First off, thank you very much, ma'am. The second thing is, under the summons rules and the court rules of service, Mr. Combs, the defendant, had 28 days after he was served by mail, 21 if it's regular process service. His 28th day was the August 3rd, and there was no answer on the default. And I understand that I have to motion verbally or in writing, whichever one you prefer, however you prefer.
He says, however you prefer.
Entered. And today is literally the 28, 9, 30, 31, 32nd day, I believe. And I'd like to either preserve the issue of default judgment or judgment in my favor based on failure to answer,
Okay.
whichever Your Honor would like.
All right. Thank you. Typically, we require that. Ms. McGrain. Is
How
Ms.
would you spell
McGrain
her
in
name,
her-
Your Honor?
Oh, no, I'm, hold on. I'm talking to my judicial attorney. Typically, we require the, motion for the affidavit and motion for default be filed. So Ms. Adams, is Ms. McGrain in her office?
She is not. I'm going to go find her right now, Judge.
Okay.
I know,
Hold
I
on.
read that rule. I read the rule, Your Honor. MCR 2.603 governs that. And it said the party can do it in front of the trial court judge or
Yeah.
by mail. Whatever you want.
So, sir, the court rule that you're referring to, it's not a trial date, so I think I'm right. So you're gonna have to file the affidavit and request for default, okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
And, obviously you'll be able to file that before a pretrial date anyway, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, so
All
the
right,
order
so-
was granted?
The order, your ex parte motion was granted. or
He
your motion for a
happy as
temporary
hell. Look at him, bro. Get him out of here.
restraining order was granted.
Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna be drinking champagne behind bars.
It. And so we'll get that processed and back to you, and then you'll have to obviously.
He
serve that on
happy
the
as hell.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Can your order
All right.
say any, Your Honor, can you add on your order any Michigan representatives of him acting on his behalf for Michigan properties as well as part of that order? Or does your order cover everything?
You provided the order, so I'm going off.
Yes,
the
I did.
order.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, so I'm going off the order you provided.
This
to me.
man
I saw
happy as hell.
that order
That's-
already.
That's what I
Okay.
needed. Thank you. All right,
All
thank
right,
you, Your
thank
Honor.
you, Mr.
Thank you. He happy as hell. Yo, why she smiling too?
Thank you, Mr. Cardello Smith, and we'll make sure the writ's done and we'll see you back in September. Thank you.
Then, in another stunning turn of events, on September 9th, the same judge awarded Cardello Smith a $100 million default judgment against Combs. The judgment was awarded to Cardello Smith because Combs failed to formally respond to the summons or failed to appear in court. The judge reportedly set a payment schedule of $10 million per month beginning on October 1st.